Welcome to Tuber Chat. Whether you're working on your first 1,000, 2,000, or even 10,000 subscribers and beyond, you've come to the right place. We're going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. The very first channel that we're looking at today is an enthusiastic creator who's been with us for just over a few months now, but it's here for just about every single stream and always engages conversation in the chat. Palazzo Place has been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. I'm sure you will enjoy getting some of their support for yourself as well. This is Jen. She gives us some information on her About section for what we can expect here. There are a few puppies to enjoy and some really drastic weather changes, and some of what she's got going on in the tropics here. Shorts on this channel have gotten into 1,400 views, 1,900 views, 2,200 views, which is great to see. So the channel's definitely moving, and at 727 subscribers, we're thinking we want to help this creator get moving towards the 800 we know that they are likely thinking about. Right before we started, the Groves Bargain Emporium, Steph, who's a longtime generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, dropped a gifted membership. She's done that kind of thing countless times before. We're going to look at that channel next because we always put super chatters and membership gifters onto the screen as soon as those things happen, and then we'll get around to spinning the wheel like we always do. I've got quite a few names on there right now. Canadian Family Life and Home by Design with Marilyn. We're early in the door with Crafty Witch 232 and Coker Culture, and just Jason Keto has come in. These are all members and moderators. Michael's Adventure sent over a raid again. He's been doing that just about every stream lately, and I certainly do appreciate it. He's another beloved and dedicated moderator. Our dear friend Scratch and Pete PA is still on vacation as far as I know, but he must be expecting to be home. His Double Summer Fun series was a great twist on his channel during the month of August. But he's got his next video ready to go, and voting is available. What he does on his channel is pits lottery tickets against each other and gives us the opportunity to vote on the content of next week's video when we visit him on Instagram, X, or Facebook. So hopefully everybody will connect with him and all of our moderators. They are some of the most supportive creators I've met in my YouTube journey, which is now beyond 8 years. I know Henry Leslie Vermont is also here. Cruz Bolero has come in. Anfield Road Layout in the Loft was here earlier. Henry Leslie Vermont, did I just say hello? I think Backlash Fisherman is in the house. They've got a couple of live streams coming up with their wife Coastal Water. Jevin Richardson is in the house, and Okies Eden was early in the door as well. Hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to saying hello to everyone. I don't know why our notifications seem to be just terrible today. No, I don't know if we got any 30-minute notifications going out, and I don't know how the notifications are doing right now for the live stream being out, but there's a lot going on YouTube, so that's thought, and we're going to talk about the brand new hype feature that seems to be making its way around in another second. For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Three Cheese and Me, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. I just want to show you something on our homepage for our YouTube channel here, Tuber Chat. And what I do is set all of my community post shares in advance. So you'll notice that I'm sharing about every 2 hours it's not just members, it's not just super chatters, it's not just moderators. Everybody has a chance for community post shares, and I keep statistics for every single stream so that I can make sure people don't get missed or forgotten or all those other things, and we really mix up the love there. But you can see what I'm talking about here, and one of the things that you might notice if you go through our community posts is that every week or so I tend to share one from the Creator Insider channel or YouTube Creators channel. These are featured channels that are run by YouTube itself, and they can be extremely informative. So some people have noticed the hype feature has been making its way around. I believe Coker Culture might have it. Canadian Family Life seems to have it. Just Jason Keto might have it. And it is quite a lot to cover when we think about it. But the Creator Insider channel that you see here, they have put out several videos. What I would recommend is going to their channel. I've posted a couple of them. And hitting the search bar here. We could do this on any YouTube channel, by the way, if you wanted to find a video that you've seen before and can't remember, or see if somebody's covered something. What we can do is hit the search bar here, and we can just type the word hype, and you'll see that a few videos come out featuring this brand new feature. It's not brand new, it's been around for a little while, but they're rolling it out to more and more people. And it's a chance to show some of your favorite creators a little bit more love. It's only done on mobile, and there are leaderboards around the world apparently where any YouTuber under 500,000 subscribers that is a part of the YouTube Partner Program has a chance to be on that leaderboard, and they show the top 100 all the time. And the idea is to help what they call smaller channels or smaller YouTubers have a chance for a little bit more benefit. Now, I noticed that the Tuber Chat live streams can be hyped afterwards, but the truth is, I think about whether there's any benefit to that. And for this particular channel, I would much rather, for two reasons, see everybody share each other's stuff, or what I mean is hype each other's stuff with that feature when you see it and are able to use it. Because Tuber Chat is a channel only for channel owners. And God forbid everybody here was to go and hype one of our live stream replays, it would end up in the top 100 and would be shown to a bunch of people who don't have channels and aren't interested in doing what we're doing and things like that. So I think the benefit of that kind of thing is very heavily put towards videos. And we do have a few videos on the Tuber Chat channel. It will qualify when we come out with our 6th episode of our interview series featuring Be Amazing Sylvia, which I'm still working on, and I'll appreciate any help with that. But for argument's sake, we only get the opportunity to use this hype feature that I'm talking about 3 times a week apparently, so I'd rather everybody use it for each other, and I'll certainly be using it. I've already used it a little bit. I'll leave it to everybody to go and look up, because it is a very confusing thing for me to try to describe to everybody without being able to show you. And like I said, it's done on mobile, which means vertical, and here in the Tuber Chat screen, we're just not really able to do that too easily right now. Not to mention, I've blown out my hypes for for this week already, and we'll talk about it more probably as time goes on, but I know a lot of creators will help each other as well. AceFlaw1, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. AceFlaw1 is Andy. He's talking about bananas. I'm assuming you mean subscribers, because it's been described that way in grow streams for a long, long time. I've noticed that YouTube is really hammering hard with taking the subscribers away lately. I look at the analytics, and they've just been scraping almost everybody that subscribes right back out. And then Scratch and Pete PA is on vacation. So he's been in Italy for about a month. He should be back. I'm expecting he'll be back just about any day now. It's been about 4 weeks. And he did this a couple years ago, too. If you look at his channel, you'll see some shorts and a live stream that he brought from Italy in his last visit. We have yet to see what he's going to do this time around, but the way that he laid out his videos, he had a different feature for the month of August, which is kind of cool. Double summer fun, he called it, and everybody can go over there and have a look at that. And then voting starts again right now for this Tuesday. So if anybody hasn't already seen that on Instagram, Facebook, or X, then you can head over there and vote for the next video. But I hope everybody will go by his channel. Drop a comment on his latest video. Let him know how much we miss him, because like all of our moderators here, like I said, they are some of the most supportive creators that I've met personally in my 8 years on YouTube, but they all have an overwhelming sense of generosity. You will meet more friends when you're over there, and the live streams here on this channel wouldn't be what they are. I wouldn't be able to do this if it wasn't for their help. They help me make this look easy, let's just say. So the Groves Bargain Emporium, Steph is up, Bella's Whisper Farmstead, Kristen has come in. Hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. And as long as everybody's still active, we should get around to saying hello to everybody. The Groves Bargain Emporium, Steph, this is a creator who's live frequently. They've got just a few videos on the channel right now. I'll hit their video page and we'll have a look at what they're doing. They're playing with some AI music. They make some announcements. Once in a while, they just put out a random video. They've got some shorts on the channel as well. There's more variety here. These have gotten now into over 1,000 views, one at 1,200, which is great to see. But live streams are where the magic happens for this channel. What Steph is doing here are live auction style sales. And there's buy it now included as well, which means what she's doing is putting things up on the screen for everybody to see, and you can bid to buy that stuff right away, and then she'll ship it to you. And we've seen a lot of creators do this kind of thing. It's a somewhat popular niche for channels. As a matter of fact, probably more so than I even think, because there's a new platform now, not totally new, but you know what I mean, called Whatnot, that is made just for live streaming auctions. And it's interesting to see that some of our friends like the Groves Bargain Emporium, Steph here, have had the foresight to get into that long before that kind of thing started. So hopefully everybody will connect with this channel. We'd love to push her towards the 500 subscribers. We know she's thinking about, she gifted a membership earlier. I certainly do appreciate that extra generous support. And I know our recipients are always happy to have those when they happen. I'm going to spin the wheel and we'll get another channel ready to go. We always put Super Chatters and membership gifters onto the screen as soon as those things happen. And then we spin the wheel as we go. Coker Culture is coming up right now, and this might be a creator that has the hype feature. A few of us were talking about that last night. And this will give us a chance to head over to this channel and hype their latest video. And they just put one out a couple days ago, so this one's perfect. Best Dallas food trucks. This is kind of a cool idea. I've seen many setups like this in different cities where it's either a traveling idea, like it could be with a carnival or circus or festival or different things, or there's a few that are set up where it's just, now this is a thing. You go to a food truck, almost like a food court, right? And you can try all kinds of different stuff. But that's a cool video. I hope everybody will go and check that out, especially if you're on a phone. You're going to see a little button that looks like a celebration button or something right beside the super chat button or super thanks, and you can go and give that video some hype. So we'll push that for Coker Culture right now and see if we can have some benefit with that. And then Backlash Fisherman, it seems to be a little bit delayed, but thank you for that. I really do appreciate the extra generous support. And yeah, I might have missed it in the chat there. Yeah, that's really odd, but it came up afterwards. So thank you for that. Oh, and Backlash Fisherman has a giveaway announcement in their latest video. So that'll be interesting to see. But we're going to have a look at that in another moment here. because we always put super chatters and membership gifters onto the screen right away. So we'll look at their channel next. Thank you for that, Backlash Fisherman Matt. I really do appreciate that. We'll look at his wife's channel while he's up there as well. They've been friends of ours for years. So Blez, good to see you here. Bells and Stars, they were here early. They're back in the chat right now. Thank you for coming in. Vicky and Lori's Variety Vibes, good to see you in the house. And Driving Daily is here. Hopefully I'm not missing anybody. Hilda DC, I did get you on the wheel, by the way. She's another beloved and dedicated moderator. So Coker Culture is somebody who I see actually collaborating with a lot of different channels, usually travel channels, but they let us know here they're going to do some life vlogs, vacations, food reviews, bit of theme parks, cruising, movies, video games. So a real variety channel. And this creator definitely wants to help others connect as well. They've got a premiere coming up tomorrow, so we'll be looking forward to that. I should be able to catch that too. And I've got the notification on. We always set notifications for everything that we see, even though we have the notification bell on for every single channel, and that's in the spirit of doing as much as we possibly can for each other. And then Coker Culture we see is well beyond their 1,000 subscribers, working on 1,100 right now and monetized, which is great to see as well. And then oh my dear goodness, pardon me, Coker Culture as well has got shorts over here. And then when we look at what they've got going on, some of these are really moving. My goodness, 6,600 views on one of these, but they got 12,000 on another and 15,000 on another, which is great to see. Savannah Mills, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. New Horizons Above and Beyond is here also. Happy Mac is in the house. Good to have you in the house, in the chat. And then Coker Culture as well is going to bring us live streams. So they're often collaborating with others. They've always got people on panel here, and they're featured on many other channels for the same reason. But hopefully everybody will connect with them. It looks like they're going live several times a week. This was a cool idea too. I'm glad they were a part of this. The All Hands on Deck Cruise-a-thon, where they were doing the helping hands for cruising fundraiser, and that was cool because a lot of creators got together and did live streams all day, and it gave everybody a chance to send money in for the purpose of fundraising. What they do is they send somebody on a cruise who otherwise may not have been able to ever go on a cruise, let's just say. And it's a really cool thing. They do it every year. But I was glad I caught it this weekend. And then Vintage Style by Joe, good to see you in the house. She's got a special live stream coming up on Friday as well. And that is another fundraiser, as a matter of fact. So I've got my notification set for that. I'm expecting to be there for that one as well. If you'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. There's our featured creator for today, Palazzo Place. We looked at their channel as soon as we started, and they're here with us for just about every stream. Now, I know not everybody can be. I do appreciate every moment everybody can spend. And I know we got friends that run the stream in the background, or people who pop in, or somebody might be driving and not able to chat, but I appreciate every moment everybody spends. Today, we're seeming not to get help from the YouTube algorithm at all with our notifications or anything, so I'll appreciate the thumbs up and especially the shares more than ever today. So thank you, everyone. There's Coastal Water. That is the husband. That's the wife of her husband, Backlash Fisherman, who's on the screen right now. We're going to look at her channel in a second. Between the two of them, they've had a membership on Superchat for almost 5 years, as a matter of fact. We'll look at Coastal Water in a second. Backlash Fisherman dropped a super chat, so we're looking at their channel right away. And we'll get back to spinning the wheel. And yikes, Backlash Fisherman says his wife found him. Yeah, at some point, if Superchat's on, you're probably gonna. They could run into each other over here. They've been incredibly supportive over all these years. So, Crystal Dragon, House of Creations, Rita, I've got you on the wheel as well. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat with moderators. And then Backlash Fisherman is a first responder. This creator brings us fishing first on his channel. I see he's got a brand new video too. I'll put that into my special catch-up playlist. This is a playlist I use to keep caught up with creators. I just give it a fun name that was inspired by one of our friends, Ghostly Wins, years ago. He still comes through as well from Australia. Backlash Fisherman is working on 1,800 subscribers and is going to have at any moment and is monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. And then, pardon me, they've got shorts on their channel, and this features a lot of variety. But again, fishing first here, 3,900 views on one of these, 6,200 on another one. And then they've got, and it looks like, sorry, one of these, one of these shorts is still moving. This one here, a new Cobra reel, is that right? Seems to be gaining traction, because whenever we look at the popular page for shorts on a channel and we see that the numbers are out of order, what I have come to notice is that it means that some of the videos are still moving and don't seem to have settled in the algorithm yet, which is great. So it's probably still gaining views. Live streams on the channel. So Hobby Hangout returns. They're going to do one again. I think he said he's doing it on Sunday, if I'm not mistaken. And Backlash Fisherman will have a panel full of guests in a lot of cases. Sometimes they bring us what they like to call car confessions. These are actually inspired by his wife, Coastal Water, and we'll look at her channel in a moment. You'll see the same thing, where a lot of times what they do is they take us about their day, pardon me, the driving streams here with Panda in the background there, and they take us about their day. We get a chance to hang out with the family here, and this is a special case because this husband and wife support each other wholeheartedly, even though they run separate channels. They've actually got a few channels, but the two main ones are Backlash Fisherman and Coastal Water here. When I look at her live streams, you see the same thing. You see these car confessions where they're bringing us about their day. It's a chance to get to know them. They're all over each other's channels. They're in each other's videos and everything else. And like I said, they support each other wholeheartedly. Coastal Water has some shorts as well. These tend to be pure variety. Once in a while, she hops into the kitchen. They both actually share responsibilities in the kitchen, and they both have cooking videos and cooking live streams, as a matter of fact. So Coastal Water here is working on 1,800 subscribers as well. They have got 3,500 views on one of these shorts and 10,000 on another, which is great to see. And then videos here usually feature cooking more than anything else, but once in a while she could take us for an outdoor adventure or do an unboxing video or something a little bit different. So hopefully everybody will connect with Backlash Fisherman and Coastal Water. I certainly do appreciate that super chat, by the way. Absolutely unnecessary, but between the two of them, they've done it a million times before, and I appreciate that. Of course, we always put super chatters and membership gifters onto the screen as soon as those things happen, and now we're back to spinning the wheel. Angie's Oddities, thank you so much. I appreciate every moment, even if you're just coming in to give a quick thumbs up and say hello. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other that thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. And Jesse Journals and Unboxes has been added to the wheel as a beloved and dedicated moderator. Hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. Crystal Dragon, House of Creations Rita is a creator that's going to help us when we think about quilting and talking about vibrant, colorful ideas even outside of traditional patterns. So you can see some of the creative things that this creator is doing on their channel. And then Crystal Dragon House of Creations Rita has got shorts over here, and like most creators, a lot of variety in these, but a lot of furry friends as well. And a lot of times pets will do really well with shorts. I've experimented with that. Kristen Welton has an experiment with it as well. We both found to get a few views from that. But we see it in a lot of creators' channels here in the Tuber Chat live streams when we put them up. And it's great to know that some of our furry friends are getting some recognition there. And then a few live streams here up to a few months ago. We'll see if Crystal Dragon House of Creations Rita is going to pick those back up. We've got notification bells on for every single channel to give us the best chance of catching them if she does. 169 subscribers right now. We'd love to push her towards the 200 she's thinking about. The fur babies, yes, get more views than you do. Yeah, we all know what that kind of thing can be like when we work so hard on our videos and then our shorts start to take off a little bit faster and we're like, what gives here? PK Adventure Travels is in the house. And I'm going to throw something through the window in a quick second here if they won't stop honking. And that's as violent as I get on Tuber Chat. I try to keep it to a minimum. PK Adventure Travels has been added to the wheel. It's already time for me to spin, so we'll do that right now. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. And then Canadian Family Life is up on the screen right now. There's another creator with the hype feature, so if anybody's on a phone right now, you can get to especially their latest video. I hyped this one. This is the very first video that I hyped to give it a try. I did it accidentally twice, as a matter of fact. But the latest video, they just put this out right before Tuber Chat as well. I blew through my hype for this week already, but we'll see what happens afterwards. But this creator is going to bring us a lot of food bank grocery hauls and a lot of cooking and baking videos. Sometimes they even get involved in challenges between husband and wife, and the whole family gets involved in the channel. And then they bring us a little bit of outdoor content, sometimes a product review. And then they've got shout outs for other creators, Happy Meal videos, and Impeccable Container Garden. Tiffany is the creator behind the channel here. Her husband has his own channel called Chris's Creation Fun, where he does some 3D printing, works on solar equipment, and does do-it-yourself videos. And then shorts on Canadian Family Life from New Brunswick feature some outdoor content that's done really well, getting into 2,800 views, 4,000 on another one. I think that one's still getting views, and this one at 5,600 might still be getting views as well. And then Canadian Family Life, of course, is monetized. She's a beloved and dedicated moderator here. And she has got live streams. She said, if I understood right, she might do one on Sunday. Did I get that right, Canadian Family Life? She goes live occasionally, but this is a creator who can go live basically whenever she wants, and she'll have a flood of support in her chat because she is so supportive to other people. And then, yeah, Palazzo Place, it seems that yours do. We looked at your channel at the beginning. I'm sure you already heard me say that, but your channel was the featured channel for today. Oh, and there you go. Yeah, Crystal Dragon House of Creations. Rita has a good idea in the chat if we could only train them, right? Brit Family Fun, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And then hopefully I'm not missing anybody. And thank you, Okies Eden. Yeah, Canadian Family Life says yes, they might go live on Sunday, so we'll look forward to that. I'm not sure if she'll post that in advance if she decides to do it, or if it's something that will come as a pop-up. But the other thing I should mention, Canadian Family Life, we have a group chat for our moderators, so we're kind of in contact all the time. But anybody can reach out anytime. I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, Twitter occasionally as well. And anybody can reach out if you have a special edition like live stream or video, something like a celebration, milestone, birthday, anniversary, anything like that. I try never to miss anybody's monetization celebration. I always want to be there. I know you can't sit there and just message every person. You want to come into your live streams and premieres and things, but anybody's free to message me anytime you want, and I will always try to make it if I can, even if I have to sneak in while I'm working or something like that. My Traveling Gypsy Tarot, good to see you in the house. Maddie the Duck Mama, good to see you here as well. Forgive me for not being certain if this is your first time here, but hopefully you're feeling welcome. And then Fever Dream Animation is also in the house. And we're looking at Hilda DC right now. If you have the ability to share this stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get a few more people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. And then Hilda DC is another beloved and dedicated moderator here. And every moderator on this channel is a longtime dear friend of mine. They're all dear friends of each other. They all have different channels and they all do different things. But one of the things that they all have in common is an overwhelming sense of generosity. And for that reason, when you visit any of their channels for premieres or live streams, you'll be welcome to meet more friends and family members for your own channel, the same way we do here in Tuber Chat. Maddie the Duck Mama, thank you so much for letting us know that you came over from Crafty Witch 232's channel. It's always great to know where people are coming from. So, on that note, sometimes you see people come into the chat and the first thing they do is like, new friend from Tuber Chat or whatever. We don't want you to do that. So I do appreciate all of the kind things that people say all the time and the word of mouth that keeps this channel going and growing and all that stuff. But at the same time, a lot of people will ignore you if you come in and just talk about what channel you came from right away. Now, Maddie the Duck Mama, of course, I just asked, right? I said, maybe this is your first time. So they're just letting us know because I said that. But one of the things we want to keep in mind is when we're out leaving comments, you don't want to do the whole like, hey, new friend from Tuber Chat. We're supposed to watch people's videos, leave a comment about the video, and I actually recommend 3 or 4 sentences so that your comment really stands out. You might even find that creators will heart them or maybe even pin them. And that's a great way to get some exposure as well. I don't talk about this often enough, but if your comments are so outstanding to a creator and thoughtful and considerate and truly helpful, a lot of times you'll find yourself getting your comment pinned. And then other people might go and visit your channel because they'll be like, oh, why are they so special? Why do they get to have their comment pinned instead of mine? Anything that drives traffic to our channels is helpful. So Terry, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Now, Hilda DC on the screen is known as one of the most encouraging creators that I've met in my 8 years on YouTube now. Hilda DC is somebody who has positive affirmations flowing through all of her content, live streams, videos. This creator has them coming from herself, from special effects on the screen. She even gets Nightbot on the case. Hilda DC is another creator that only goes live occasionally, but she can go whenever she wants and she will have a flood of support because she's been so supportive to everyone for the last 5 years that I've known her, and to all of us as well. She's been a moderator all this time. When we look at what she's doing on her channel, even in the live stream, she's either doing taste test challenges or interesting food combinations. I'm in Canada, so I don't get to see a lot of the things that our European and American friends have. They just don't come out with every flavor of Pop-Tarts or every flavor of Lay's chips and things like that. So I have to rely on some of our friends to see these things. Hilda DC does a little bit of that, a lot of cooking, and she might take us for an outdoor adventure or give us some nostalgia from some of her favorite places around home. A lot of cooking on the channel, and like I said, a lot of taste test either challenges or product reviews. Actually, this one here, the popcorners that she did a few months ago, I went out to the store. Kristen and I were shopping and went to the store and literally made sure we got them right away so we could try them. Hilda DC is monetized, of course, lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. She's working on 3,000 subscribers now, close to 2,700. We'd love to get her moving towards that milestone right away. And then shorts on this channel feature more variety, and she has gotten into 6,000 views on one of these, but another one at 47,000, which is really good to see. So hopefully everybody will connect with Hilda DC. Like I said, she goes live occasionally as well and does a great job of keeping up with the chat while she does that. She does a few other things on her channel, a little more variety, but like I said, it's been at least 5 years of YouTube that I've known her, so there's plenty to see on her channel, and she's here with us just about every stream as well. Matt and Mouse, good to see you in the house. Nancy Perrin Ministries is going to be added to the wheel. My Traveling Gypsy Tarot is going to be added as well. We always put members and moderators onto the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. I'm going to spin right now and we'll see who's coming up next. But what I'm going to do is put a I'm going to play a clip from our interview series. These are videos on the Tuber Chat channel now. They're extremely informative because all of the creators featured have all long passed their 10,000 subscribers. And what I tried to do in these interviews is ask for their opinion without adding a lot of my own, so we could really hear what they have to say, because they don't all say the same things I would, and they don't all say the same things as each other. And there's plenty, there's hours of it, so I hope everybody will check that out, keep some notes while you're listening to it. But we've got a few of these to go through, and as a matter of fact, we're going to get to one right now. Rob just put out a brand new video. I think it's brand new. I got him on Facebook too, and he posts interesting stuff there also. But Curmudgeon, Alaska, we're going to look at, and then we'll go for a break for 3.5 minutes. What do you think led up to that explosion for your channel?
Well, at first the channel was very slow to start, and then it was around the time I met you.
Yeah.
You know, your channel, it started growing a little bit, and then we got to January of last year. We only had we hit 1,000 subs,
Okay.
and then it was really going slow. In between January to September of 24, we only gained 300 subs.
Oh wow! Yeah.
You know, so it was really slow, but we managed to get our watch hours, so we managed to get monetized, things like that. And we were getting ready to go to do our supply runs for the wintertime. And I said, well, I think I'm just going to film this. You know, we've never done a shopping thing or anything like that. And I checked it out online, and it showed favorability of doing well.
That's good.
We did it. Only thing I didn't really do is I didn't film a whole lot in the store, and I kind of regret that because I had a lot of people asking about that. They wanted to see the prices. And honestly, I think what it was is people really curious what it's like to live here and have to shop here. And I think that's what brought everybody in. And it exposed us to a lot of other people that are like-minded on living this way or wanting to be curious to be how we live, as well as the group that just are into shopping. You know, and I guess there's a huge following of people that do shopping videos. And
I'm not surprised now that you mention it that way. Yes.
Yeah. So I think a combination of it being a shopping video and us being rather unique on where and how we get home.
Absolutely. Yes.
A lot of the comments on that video were about the train.
Oh.
You know, was that a bus I just saw on the tracks? Was that a truck on the tracks? Was that a tractor? You know, stuff like that. And it's like, yeah.
Wow.
So I think it was a combination of the shopping and where we're at.
Yeah. Yeah. I looked off to the side there because I got your channel up on another screen in case I want to reference something. I was about to say the video got 1 million views, but no, you're clearly well beyond 2 million now. And let's go for a break for 3.5 minutes. We're going to come right back with Just Jason Keto, and then we're going to look at Soteri and My Traveling Gypsy Tarot. Thank you for those super chats. We always put super chatters and membership gifters onto the screen. As soon as those things happen, I'm going to add a name from our chat list as well, though, onto the wheel. Everybody has a chance to be on the wheel on the screen, of course. We'll get to as many channels as we can in the next 2 hours. We're back in 3.5 minutes. All right, we're just about back, and we're going to look at Just Jason Keto right now. And then I mentioned right before we went for that break that my Traveling Gypsy Tarot is coming up right after So Terry. They will be up next. I did promise I was going to get a name onto the wheel from our chat list. It's always based on who's been most actively engaged in conversation over the course of the stream. And we'll get Jevin Richardson onto the wheel for now. And then my Traveling Gypsy Tarot, thank you. Yeah, I'll try to speed it up. They're getting moving. But we'll talk about your channel for sure right after So Terry in a few minutes. If you happen to miss it, it'll be obviously on the replay right after the first 45 minutes of today's episode. But I will do it for sure. But thank you for the membership as well. And that means you'll be put on the wheel every time you're here as soon as I see you in the chat. Well, you're a member. And then Just Jason Keto is another beloved and dedicated moderator, a fellow Canadian. He's only a couple hours away from me. I've met up with him a few times, actually. Just Jason Keto is working on 6,200 subscribers right now. His channel really started to move very quickly after he had a video hit like 24,000 views a few months ago. I think it's longer than I think it is now, but it was... I'll find it. Here it is. 25,000 views now. It's still getting views, of course. Now, Just Jason Keto is going to talk to us about healthy eating, healthy living. He changes up his banner, his avatar, and his branding pretty often. He gives us motivating ideas a lot of the time. Literally, the theme behind his channel is just the idea if he could help even one person, it would make it all worth it. We know that he has already, for sure. We hear nice things about what he's doing from part of his audience all the time. Double header tomorrow, by the way, for live streaming, I believe. He's usually on Thursdays. Jason, you have to let us know if you're going to be on tomorrow night. Or we'll see. He's usually on every Thursday at 7:30 Eastern. And then as well, we know PK Adventure Travels is on. They're at 7 p.m. He's at 7:30 Eastern. On Thursdays. His channel lives off a video from a year ago. It happens to all of us where it's either anybody can look at all the 1% rule or the 90-10 rule or the 80-20 rule, whichever one you want to pick applies to YouTube, where we make a catalog of videos, hopefully 100 and eventually 1,000. What happens is we never get to pick the winners. We could try and try and try and try. It's really hard to make a video that everybody's going to like. What happens is we make a lot of videos, and then when it's your turn, luck or whatever you want to call it comes by, grabs a couple of your videos, makes them fly, and it's basically the top 10% of videos on a channel carry the whole channel. And it is always perplexing. It drives us bonkers, I'm sure, but we're happy to have it either way. So Just Jason Keto is going to help us with healthy eating, healthy living, a keto-based diet or lifestyle. Lots of recipes on the channel and lots of product reviews as well. Between the two of those, it will help us understand the ingredients in some of the things and how they're going to affect us if we're looking at a keto-based diet or lifestyle. Once in a while, he does something else like a product review, maybe his barbecue, which he's revisited, or the Dash Minis where he makes his chaffles, and over 100 chaffle recipes on the channel now, and then an air fryer. Or he could take us for an outdoor adventure if he's traveling, or unbox a GoPro or something else. And then shorts on this channel have gotten a little bit of a hint behind them, actually, about healthy looking or grilling shorts. Some of these have gotten into 4, 5, and 6,000 views. One at 22,000. I've seen that one. It's entertaining, so it's definitely worth a watch. And then live streams on the channel as well. Now, like I said, he's usually on every Thursday. Over the summer, he was doing about twice a month, but he's likely going to pick those back up. And let's see what he had to say. Did he say he can't stream tomorrow? Oh, grandson's birthday. Yes, family first. So we'll look forward to seeing Jason likely first Thursday in September and then weekly after that. Now, what he does when he live streams, it could be Jason himself. He could have a guest on a panel. He tends to mix things up, so he brings us different types of content, like a cook-along live stream or a homestead hangout with some of his most supportive fellow channel owners, if that makes any sense. And he's always trying to think of new ideas for the audience, but he's got a vibrant community that will help with questions and comments when we're in the chat, whether it's a premiere or a live stream. He mixes up his premieres too, to experiment with different days and times and things. And then Just Jason Keto working on 6,200 subscribers right now. Of course, is monetized, so lots of ways to support him, including super chats and memberships when we get there. For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Another fellow Canadian from New Brunswick, Paralife TV, your wheelchair ninja, is in the house. And up on the screen right now is So Terry. They dropped a super chat earlier, and I really do appreciate that extra generous support. And my Traveling Gypsy Tarot's up next for the same reason. We always put super chatters and membership gifters onto the screen right away as soon as those things happen. And then Nikki B, good to see you in the house from Missouri. We got a few friends from Missouri, as a matter of fact. And Simple Family Lifestyle, good to see you in the house. And then So Terry, up on the screen right now, is another now longtime friend. I think they've been with us for a year. I'm unsure about that. I'm just going to grab the latest video. I'm going to put that into my catch-up list. I see some quilting happening here. I see some furry friends here. And some colorful creativity, a lot of sewing, of course, is what we expect from So Terry. And they let us know, actually, they like to restore, repaint, rebuild vintage sewing machines, and they do some different types of techniques as well, and you can read about that on their About section. They've got shorts over here with some more creativity, some of the beautiful things they've made. And I've said this about a lot of our quilting friends for many years now, but like, you don't even have to own a quilt. You just have to look at one of these things, and you can imagine how much work goes into this. And then this creator shorts have gotten into 800, almost 900 views, one over 1,600. Which is great to see. And So Terry, like I said, is a longtime friend. I wonder if I could go back and figure out how long they've been a friend of ours here. Is it probably a year? Yeah, I was thinking maybe around a year, somewhere around there. So 11 months ago, I think. And forgive me if I'm wrong. I can't remember how long every single channel's been here, of course, but it's great to know some of our friends are having so much impact. And the biggest thing, the biggest reason why I mention this kind of thing, how long somebody might have been a friend, like So Terry being with us for a year already, is just so that everybody understands how much support you can expect from a lot of the creators here that are literally going to be with you years into the future, not just weeks and months. So I spun the wheel prematurely there, but Home by Design with Marilyn will be up next. We're going to look at my Traveling Gypsy Tarot right now. If you'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. This is cool. I see Paranormal Poet collaborating with people sometimes. My Traveling Gypsy Tarot is another longtime friend, but they are working on 1,500 subscribers. So we'd love to push them towards that milestone. And I see they've got a live stream coming up. So I put the notification on for that, because we do that for all premieres and live streams, even though we have the notification bell on. Now, hopefully I'll catch you for one of these, because I'm unsure whether I've caught you for a live stream at all, but we'll see. Like I said, I got the notification on for that. It's on the 30th, a few days from now, and then I've got the notification bell on for every channel, of course. Shorts over here have gotten into 500 views, on the way towards 600 views now, which is great to see. And then just a couple of videos, and we'll see what more they're going to bring on the channel and that section. And thank you again for the super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. So Terry, thank you for the same thing. We always put super chatters and membership gifters onto the screen as soon as those things happen. And I did say Home by Design with Marilyn is coming up, and I see Moz6510 models from the UK coming in, and I've got them on the wheel because they happen to be a member. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other that thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Mishy Wee, good to see you in the house. Thank you so much. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, by the way, but thank you. I appreciate every moment, even if people are just coming by to say hello. My Traveling Gypsy Tarot is going to start Reiki as well. And then I mentioned it earlier. Yeah, my 6510 models, the Wheel of Doom is exactly what it's called. It was named by Mr. Nas many years ago. But one of the things I was going to say, I mentioned it earlier. Anybody can reach out anytime. If you have a live stream or something coming up, I can't always guarantee, but I can guarantee that I will try to make it in. I have a Monday, Friday, 9 to 5 thing that takes me away from YouTube. But the rest of the time, I try to be on all weekend in the evenings whenever possible. But I'll always try to sneak in, even if I'm on a phone, even if I'm doing something else or working and things like that. So anybody's free to reach out anytime. And then Home by Design with Marilyn is up on the screen right now, and this creator's closing in on 4,000 subscribers now, which is great to see. They are going to help us not only with interior design ideas, but budget-friendly ideas. They're even going to take us shopping to help us find some of the things we might be looking for. Which one did I just watch? Was it this? Oh yeah, the fall colors. This one here, I didn't realize you've already put out 2 more videos since the last time we did this. I've got their latest one, and I've put this into that catch-up playlist that I keep talking about. Playlists can be a great tool for keeping up with creators. And then shorts over here feature some cooking videos and a bit of variety, both indoors and outdoors, getting into 2,400, 3,000 views and beyond, and then live streams on the channel as well. So up to about 6 months ago. We'll see if they're going to bring those back, but we got notification bells on for everybody. And then Katie's Kitchen is in the house. Her handle is Katie's in the Kitchen. It's a popular name for a channel, so sometimes we use the handle to find them. I think that I'm supposed to be spinning the wheel, so let's do that. If you have the ability to share this stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get a few more people into Superchat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. PK Adventure Travels is up right now. I mentioned this earlier. They're live every Thursday as well. They go on at 7. Jason goes on at 7:30. Now, they do a lot. Oh, I didn't realize you started another channel as well. Am I not already subscribed to this? So Ryan Parker Studios is another channel. Have you got content here already? Oh, yeah. My goodness. How did I not know about this already? I'm going to take one of your videos here, like I always do. I'll take this Christmas video. Oh, that's from 6 years ago? Okay, I'll take something newer. How did I not know about this? I'll just take your latest video, back after years of silence. There you go. I'll put that in my watch later list, and I'll go through the same routine that I always do. I don't usually watch videos or subscribe while I'm on, but I'll watch that video, give a comment, and subscribe to the channel after the stream today. And then PK Adventure Travels. So this is Ryan and Mel, and these creators bring us a lot of travel-based content through the eyes of travel agents, and I'm fully jealous. I just watched another one of their videos literally today, about an hour before Tuber Chat, and between the cruising and the other travel, they do some RV camping and things like that as well. But they always do a really thorough job. So they give us ship tours, room tours. They take us for the amenities, the excursions. They go, I believe it was snorkeling I watched today. They take us to the restaurants, so I can watch them eat, I believe, French onion soup and Guy's Burgers and things to make me fully jealous as well. And these creators, like I said, from the beginning have done a really thorough job. They post frequently too, and they got a perfect chemistry between the two of them, even on camera. Now, Ryan's got a separate series here of travel news ideas, And I would recommend anybody that's going to think about a serious vacation to have a look at that series of videos. He's got them in a playlist on the channel, of course, because he comes up with a lot of interesting stories that give us lessons for things that we would not have thought of, in my opinion, that I think can be very beneficial and help us avert disaster and things like that. Shorts on this channel have gotten into 10,000 views, 11,000, 12,000, and then live streams on the channel as well. And these seem to be even more frequent than I'm thinking that they are. But we know that they're going to be on Thursdays at 7 p.m. Eastern, and then they collaborate with a lot of other creators as well. As a matter of fact, a handful of us were on a live stream the other day. It was about a month ago, but it was with Jeremy and Cheryl from Cruising is Fun Anytime and Scotty J Travels. They hosted a panel, a full panel. There was 10 different channels where we were all talking about YouTube and getting different perspectives, and it was cool hanging out, all of us together. I'm considering more and more doing some open panels on my personal channel as well. I've thought of it for a long time, but because that was a lot of fun, it makes me revisit the idea, let's just say. And then, hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. Time to spin again already. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention Tuberchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Now, Mickey's Adventures is coming up. This is a channel I'm still getting to know, but they've been with us several times. 512 subscribers, which is great. They have to be excited about hitting that 500 and locking it in, because it's an important and exciting milestone in everybody's journey, of course. Some more travel here, some life travel and leisure, and then they will... travel is their passion, from which... Oh, exude. I thought for a second there that said exclude, from which I exclude fun, history, culture. I'm like, oh, that's what travel's all about. And then Mickey's Adventures, like I said, I'm still getting to know the channel. I'm just going to grab another video here, and I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. Sometimes you notice these signs. This is interesting, your thumbnail here. I noticed this, they have these like in every major city, I'm sure by now, but in Toronto, I noticed this before, and it's so funny. It's like an elevator button, you know, even though it's on, everybody presses it anyway to make sure. And these buttons to cross the street, sometimes you notice that it's only for an audio signal. It's not to make the traffic light change. But if you don't read the sign, you don't know. And I learned that just literally from reading the sign and then watching all the people come and push the button trying to change the light. Anyway, Mickey's Adventures has got some shorts over here as well. And it looks like some spiritual inspiration. They've gotten into 1,100, 1,400, 2,300 views on one of these, 2,200 on another one, and then live streams on the channel as well. Up to a couple weeks ago, and they seem to be doing these pretty frequently, several times a week. So I've got notification bells on for every single channel. Hopefully I'll catch you for one of those if you're going to continue with those. And then Tim Mitchell is in the house. I was watching a video earlier today from Chef Seavey with the Wheel of Misfortune again. I'll talk about that when we see Tim Mitchell's channels. What we're going to do right now is go for another break for 3.5 minutes. But right before we do that, I'm going to play another clip from our interview series. These are videos now on the Tuberchat channel. We've got a playlist. I marked them as a podcast, so they're easy to find. But they're extremely informative. So friends like Moz6510 Models, who's in the chat right now, have joined us. Some of these friends have been literally instrumental, like all of our moderators, for instance, in testing and trials. Last night we were having a conversation between a handful of us about the hype feature that now is getting released to more channels. You know, and these people are willing to go over and above to experiment with different ideas and share all of their knowledge. Moz6510 Models has been instrumental in the growth of this channel from the beginning. He's been with us about 5 years, and he was instrumental in the process, designing the process that we use to connect still to this day. 3-minute videos, leaving comments in a certain way, and that's all listed in our video descriptions, and the way that we swap playlists with each other to gain watch hours. So I hope everybody will check out this clip and watch the full video when you have a chance to see what Moz6510 Models has to say about how to get 10,000 subscribers on our channels. Well, thank you for that. So it's interesting that we're talking about shorts already. We've got a lot to go over today. But since you've mentioned it, that's one thing that I was planning to ask is the idea that you can give us, regardless of, like, you know, a lot of people are going to have different opinions about whether shorts are helpful. Some creators have broken off into separate shorts channels and things like this. But in your experience, now going through what you have with shorts, what advice can you give to somebody just in the beginnings of their YouTube journey before their 10,000 subscribers so that they can have the best chance of making shorts work for them as opposed to against them?
So ultimately, you've got to have a passion in what you're doing. There's no point in, say, I'm going to do videos on fixing cars when you have no idea on how to fix cars.
Yes.
Okay. I am more shocked at what people are willing to sit there and watch than actually do it. I did over the Christmas period, I was given a huge model to build and I live streamed it. It's not quite finished yet. I've still got another day on it. So it'll be another like 8 years. So I was basically doing 4 to 6 hour live streams of building this kit. And people were turning up every day, having me in their background or in the background, watching me and listening to me while I was effing and jeffing at this kit. You know what I mean? And if they've got a passion for what you're doing, they're more likely going to watch that passion from you and push. So if you are going to set up a YouTube channel today, if your passion is walking, record it. But make sure that you envelop and make sure that what you're saying and what you put in the video is aimed at the audience. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. When I do a YouTube video, I don't think I'm talking to 50,000 viewers.
Yes.
I'm talking to one person.
Right.
So if you create a video of your passion, make it personal that you're talking to that one person that's watching you. If you see what I mean, you know, you are just talking to one person. So create the video for your best friend. So he's going to say, you know, and people will become endowed by that. They'll listen to that because you'll be like their friend as well. So that's my one tip, I think, is to make sure that you make the videos not personal in your life, personal about what's on the footage, and that you're basically making that video for your best friend.
Right. That's great advice too. Yeah. Each person, is looking through their own set of eyes, regardless of who they're with.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go for 3.5 minutes for a break, and then we'll come back and talk about Moz6510 Models and what they're doing on their channel. right, we're just about back. So we played that clip from Mod6510 Models, and I forgot to spin the wheel. I spun the wheel and his channel actually came up. But I wanted to show everybody this channel. When I talked to him, it was past 10,000 subscribers. But look at this now, closing in on 30,000, which is great to see. Now, Mod6510 Models has been with us pretty much from the beginning, right around the same time Hilda DC, Nora the Stock Explorer, Michael's Adventure, Sam's Logs Trains and More came in, and a few others, right? And he's been instrumental in the creation of some of the things that we do here, like the way that we connect with creators and playlists. So he's very giving. As a matter of fact, he inspired the series by offering to share his knowledge, and then I said, okay, yeah, let's do it, and let's get a few more creators together. So I hope everybody will go watch that whole episode. Now, what he does on his channel is talks about scale modeling. He shows us all of the tools. He talks about the companies. He brings us new kits that come out. And I think everybody's probably at least seen, if not worked on, one of these types of models, right? Because they've been around forever. They're everywhere. But technology changes, the industry changes, and he talks about all of that. He's got a vibrant audience, and they join him. He's got StreamYard panels full of guests on his channel that come in and talk and discuss this kind of thing. He also works on the workbench. You see that in a lot of his videos and live streams. He's got a lot of members only content, which is great as well. And shorts on the channel. These have gotten into 26,000, 48,000, 98,000 on another one, and he posts frequently, as you can see, usually a couple of times a week. So hopefully everybody will connect with Mod6510 Models. You get some more information on his About section. And in our episode of the interview series where Mod6510 Models was featured, he talks about naming the channel, his start in YouTube, and you heard a little bit more there as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with him. Obviously another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, and he's monetized. Lots of ways to support him when we get there, including super chats and memberships, of course. For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Vintage Style by Joe is in the house still, and I see Rocky Top Sports Talk is coming in. That's a fairly new channel from Rocky Top Scratcher, so when we're going through the search results, we got to make sure we match the avatar. I know So Blez has been here from pretty much the beginning of the stream, so hopefully I said hello. I felt like I missed you earlier. And then Huga Homestead is another friend that's been with us as long as Mod6510 Models, Hilda DC, Michael's Adventures, and a few others. Rooted in Essential Oils is up on the screen right now. This creator's really expanded the content on their channel, but ultimately what they focus on are essential oils. Michael's Adventures is somebody who's talked about that, at least with me, and I see his, we're connected on Facebook and things like that as well. Rooted in Essential Oils has got now over 2,000 subscribers, which is great to see. They've been a longtime friend here. They're monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. I thought I just caught them for a live stream. I'll have to have a look, but I see them behind with videos. I'm just going to grab the latest one, put it into that special catch-up list that I use, and that is so that I can keep or get caught up with creators. It's just a fun name for a playlist, of course. And then shorts over here have gotten into 2,500, 2,600 views, one at 15,000, which is interesting to see. A little bit more variety in the shorts videos, like most creators here in the Tuber Chat family, and then live streams as well. Mocktails to cocktails looks like a different type of theme for the channel, but like I said, this creator's been at this a while and has started to evolve the content, let's just say, or expand the content is probably a better way of putting it. So hopefully everybody will connect with Rooted in Essential Oils, another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, and they've been a member for as long as I can remember now. They've been with us a couple years, I think. It's got to be close to it, if not yet. And then Crafty Witch 232 is coming up right now. If you'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And then Crafty Witch 232 is up on the screen, and this creator's working on 3,000 subscribers. They're getting really, really close right now. They have to be excited. And 3,000 is really interesting when we talk about subscribers, because what I've said from the beginning of Tuber Chat, or at least for many years now, is if a creator can organically, 100% organically, get to 3,000, then I fully expect that they can have 10,000 if they want to, and eventually maybe 100,000 and beyond. The only reason why 100,000 or a million becomes questionable is because we don't know what YouTube's going to look like, how it's going to change, or what's going to happen in life between now and then. And it could take years, let's just say. But I fully expect that anybody that gets to 3,000 can get far beyond. And the reason why I say that is because it seems to be a telling marker. We've got lots of friends, lots of our moderators now are approaching or passing 3,000. And like I said, the key is organically. But I really do believe that. So as well, this creator is bringing a lot of creativity. As a matter of fact, they let us know they craft all the things. They do cross-stitch, crochet, 3D printing, jewelry making, perler beads, a lot of sewing on the channel. There's Paranormal Poet again. Good to see they're collaborating. And then this creator's got a lot of pop culture references on their channel. A lot of what they make is meant to sell, though, as a matter of fact, and you'll see in the shorts here a lot of the pop culture references I'm talking about in a mix of 3D printing and crochet. And then this creator's done really well with some of these shorts videos, getting into 10,000, 14,000 views, and then live streams on the channel as well. So Crafty Witch 232 is Andy, and this creator is on almost every single day. I'm assuming that they're going to go live again tonight, so please let me know, Andy, if you're going to go tonight after Tuber Chat or before we finish, or anywhere thereabouts. We'll still be on for another hour and a half. And then Austin Garrett, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. This creator is monetized. Lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there as well. And then let's spin the wheel, and we see that I think my other's keeper is coming up. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other that thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. And then I forget all the time, but Crafty Witch 232, do you set those up in advance? I think you do, right? Because we've rated before. But if you want to, if I could ask you for a favor, I know you've not been feeling well. I saw you say you're feeling a bit better right now. But if you can set that in advance, just please let me know that it's set, and I'll show everybody how to do the live redirect here in Tuber Chat. And then my other's keeper is up on the screen right now. This is another longtime friend, as a matter of fact, another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. There's Blessed to Crochet, too. It's nice to see them collaborating. It looks like they got quite a bit of collaborating going on. And then my other's keeper has 320 subscribers on their channel. They've got a bit of information on their About section, lots of other social networks there, and then shorts over here as well, and these have started to move. These have gotten now into 500, almost 600 views, almost 800 views. Pardon me, and then live streams on the channel as well. This creator's got one coming up. That one is next month, so I guess about a week from now, if I'm not mistaken. But they seem to be streaming pretty frequently, and it looks like it's a weekly series. So hopefully I'll catch you for one of these. I thought I caught you once before, but maybe I'm mistaken. Not yet. I've got notification bells on for every channel, and we set notifications for all of these live streams, premieres, everything we see, to give us the best chance of catching each other. So hopefully I'll catch you for that one. And then let's spin the wheel. So my Others Keeper obviously is another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, and they're here with us frequently. Cruz Bolero is still in the house. Pardon me. I always clean up the wheel a little bit during the stream, and I remove names if I haven't seen somebody for like half an hour or so, and then I always put members and moderators right back on if they happen to still be in the chat. I know not everybody's chatting the whole time, but the way that the wheel works is always based on who's most active. So I've got Cruz Bolero back on there. Jevin Richardson is a creator that brings us plane spotting. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention TuberChat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. When we look at what Jevin Richardson has got going on their channel, like I said, plane spotting here, and I see they've got a couple of videos. I'm going to take the longer of the two. About a month ago they put this out. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list here. That'll help me catch up a little bit. But you can get an idea of all the different aircraft that they're catching here. I've seen plenty of their videos. And then shorts over here have gotten into, goodness, 14,000, 34,000, 36,000, 44,000, with a bit of variety there. I see some video gaming along with flights and planes as well. And then hopefully everybody will connect with Jevin Richardson. They're also closing in on 3,000, which is great to see. We always say you're officially on a road when you get to 100 milestones. So they've passed 2,900. So we'll see how soon they can get to that 3,000. And then Austin Garrett, I'm always doing good. Hopefully you are as well. Thanks for asking. And then Cruz Bolero, look at that luck. You're coming up right now. If you have the ability to share this stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get a few more people into TuberChat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. Cruz Bolero up on the screen right now has got 613 subscribers. We'd love to push them a little bit farther. They just did a video that came out yesterday, and I'll have to see what they have to say. I'll put that in my catch-up list. That's that playlist I keep talking about. And they're going to bring us some more cruising and some more travel and some more outdoor walks around, a bit of a chance to get to know the creator as well in a vlogging style, and then live streams on the channel as well. So they did a couple of these many months ago. We'll see if they're going to continue them, but we've got notification bells on for every single channel. Cruz Bolero is not only here with us in TuberChat for almost every single stream, but I see them out supporting other creators almost every day, probably every day. And I mention that all the time about different creators, just so you get an idea of how supportive they might be. Forgive me, I am Betty J. Gathers. I saw you come in. I forget if it was 10 minutes ago or 15 minutes ago or whatever it was. I didn't put you on the wheel yet, like always, but I finally got you on there now. And hot and sunny in Florida. The weather finally broke around here in Niagara Falls and Toronto in Ontario, Canada. Things have not been far over 70 for a few days. It has been glorious. I hide from the sun and hide from the heat. And then I am Betty J. Gathers is on the wheel. Tim Mitchell just gifted a handful of memberships. So thank you for that. He's done that countless times before. I literally wouldn't be able to count how many times. And we always put super chatters and membership gifters onto the screen as soon as those things happen. Then we'll get back to spinning the wheel. Now you'll notice that when people do things like that, almost always Their link is dropped by Nightbot in the chat. And I'm going to get their link right now, as a matter of fact. And I'm going to put it in the chat for everybody again, just to make sure you get to them. This creator is producing videos for a few different channels, 3 that I know of. And we'll look at those. This is their personal channel. Yeah, t-shirt weather for me is anywhere from 60 to 70, maybe even 58 I could probably take. I don't know why I prefer when it's too cold, I'll start whining and complaining about that too. But I think I prefer the cold because you can always throw a few more layers on, right? The heat, there's not much you can do sometimes. Tim Mitchell has got 294 subscribers. So I said this is his personal channel, but he's actually producing videos for a couple more, and I'll show those to you in a minute. So he's got a few videos here, some shorts on the channel as well, and this is a mix of mostly outdoor content, but some of these have already started to move. 1,000 views, 1,400, 1,600, 1,800 on these, and then live streams on the channel as well. And I've been lucky. Finally, I was whining and complaining about that too, and finally caught them for a few of these live streams. They're usually just taking us about their day, going for a trip and bringing us some dash cam footage. And Tim Mitchell, like I said, just gifted a handful of memberships. I know all the recipients will be happy to have those, so thank you for that. Demoose Barbecue and Outdoor Adventures just came in. I'm assuming they got the notification. If Huga Homestead is still here, I'll put them on the wheel right away. And then Tim Mitchell, we're going to have a look at the other channels he produces. So Cooking with the Munchie Mafia Official is one of the 2 channels, and I just watched one of their videos again. Now this is Chef Seavey, and if you dig through a few of the videos, for about a month ago she put out a video talking about how they met, which is really cool. I like watching videos like that and hearing those stories. This creator otherwise is going to bring us through the kitchen to make some really interesting meals. And a lot of what they do, I don't know why I don't mention this, a lot of what they do, you see this wheel of misfortune behind them, a glorious, beautiful spinning wheel. And what they do is customizable, so they add different things to the wheel. They spin the wheel and that decides what they're going to make. And then they make some interesting dishes and non-traditional meals, in my opinion. Non-traditional to me anyway. I'm just going to grab one of the latest videos that they've got. I'll put this into my catch-up list. I got the notification on for the premiere that's going to be tonight. They're dropping one in about 3.5 hours from now. And then Cooking with the Munchie Mafia Official has got some shorts on the channel as well, getting into 1,300 views, 1,200 on another one, which is great to see. Some of those are still moving. And then here we are, live streams with the Wheel of Misfortune. And this creator is going to not only bring us into the kitchen to make these delicious looking dishes and meals, but they're also going to help us navigate the kitchen so that we can understand some of the cookware and appliances that might be available as well. And then they've got a third channel here. So the unofficial, official, off-topic squirrel is a complimentary channel. This is where we get more of a behind-the-scenes look at Chef Seavey, a little bit more personal content. They might be bowling, they might be telling a story, they might be taking us for an outdoor adventure, or bringing us back into the kitchen a little bit. They've got shorts on the channel that have gotten into 1,000 views on this one now, and then live streams over here as well. So they do live streams every Sunday on the channel I just showed you, which is Cooking with the Munchie Mafia Official. And then over here on the first Saturday of every month, they drop a live stream as well. And then Cruising on the High Seas and Travel is in the house, and that is Rob. He's another fellow Canadian. He is with us just about every stream as well. I'm going to get him onto the wheel. Members are always added there right away with moderators. Foodies Vacations, pardon me, will be added in a second. And then Cruising on the High Seas and Travel, look at that luck. Rob just came in and right away is getting picked by the wheel. So that's the next channel we're going to look at. Oh, and tonight is the favorite one that Tim Mitchell says is the favorite that Chef Seavey makes. Is that Oh, tonight you're doing a live stream. Let me go back to the channel and see if I can figure out what on earth is going on here. Where was the spaghetti and clams? That's a video that I'm gonna watch, right? That's not tonight's live stream, is it? Oh yeah, no. We'll see. Wait, the premiere. Pardon me, the premiere. Yeah, spaghetti and clams. There you go. I don't eat a lot of. I eat traditional fish like halibut, haddock, cod, things like that, right? Salmon all the time. I don't eat a lot of shellfish or other types of seafood. Um, but I'd probably be willing to try a clam. I don't think I've ever had one. Oyster, yes. Clam, no. Um, I tend to get stuck in my ways and I'm not very, I don't usually try things I haven't seen before unless they're things that are awful and terrible for us, like cookies and crackers and chips and stuff like that. Then I actually go through grocery stores and often look for things that I haven't seen before. If it's like maybe from different countries and stuff like that, but it's still like just wafer cookies and chocolate chip things and, potato chips and stuff like that. Because how different could it be? But I'm interested to know. But I tend to stay in my comfort zone, let's just say. And there you go. Yeah, cruising on the high season travel 2 times in a row. So you got some kind of luck. Maybe you should buy a scratch ticket as well. Not that I want to encourage that, but you could. I scratch lottery tickets too. And then, oh, there you go. Clams by themselves. Spaghetti and crab meat you could do, which is different. We actually had spaghetti here the other day. I still like it as much as anything else. I ate a peanut butter and jam sandwich the other day because I just felt like it. I don't often let things go either. And then cruising on the high season travel is coming up next. So History Hunter Denunder is going to be added to the wheel, and I'll try to speed things up. So I'm not doing a good job of looking after my voice today, so we are going to take an extended break again. I'll play a clip from our interview series. This is from the upcoming episode that I keep talking about. I haven't finished editing this thing yet. It took a little bit more time than I thought, and I've just been kind of procrastinating about it. I will get it done. Be Amazing Sylvia graciously joined me for another episode talking about how to get 10,000 subscribers on our YouTube channel. We use the term family a lot. I noticed you all doing it when I was just starting out. And then, over the years, of course, you use that because it truly feels like that, especially when, you haven't been on for a while. Somebody comes looking for you and notices. That's a good feeling, and we try to do that for other people as well. But these are just examples of how this starts to feel like a family. And you hear me say often, I know Sylvia feels the same way, that we give much more to others than we expect to receive, knowing that we're going to get everything that we want. I mean, Sylvia, when I was first connected to you, and I can't remember now, I don't remember if it was 4 years or 5 years, but it's somewhere around there. And she was obviously already at it. But thinking back to how you must have felt, I don't know how soon you thought you were going to get over 10,000 and now towards 14,000 subscribers, but it must be a great feeling to see it continue to grow.
Yeah, I'm definitely blessed. I feel blessed. I just feel motivated. I feel uplifted. And I'm happy that I can connect with so many amazing supporters. The people who come in, they come in and they stick and they stay. Yes, not all almost 14,000 people come over, but I have repeat offenders. And what I mean by repeat offenders,
of course,
I'll see you in my comments on Monday. I'll see you in my comments on Wednesday. See you in my comments on Friday. So you always coming back and you're supporting me. And one thing that I do on my channel, and I think this is a big change, and with having so many supporters, when people leave a comment on any video, be it a short, be it a video, be it a live, I'm going to respond back to you to acknowledge you for coming in, thanking you for coming in. And then I go to your channel and I watch something for you. In order to get support on these YouTube streets, you got to give support. You have to give
For
it.
sure.
It's
Yeah.
$3.99 to go over there and watch a video with somebody and make a comment. You don't know how much you may change their life. You know?
Pardon me, I had to step away for a quick second. Let's go for 3.5 minutes and then we'll be right back. I put the closed off that poll that we put up for quite a while there about Dr. Pepper. I saw Crafty Witch 232. I'm not sure who they were talking about when they mentioned it, but then I said, Dr. Pepper, yes or no? Every 2 or 3 years, I buy a Dr. Pepper, forgetting that I don't like it because I like root beer very much and I feel like they're similar. And then I buy it and I get so mad at myself because I don't like it at all. And Crafty Witch 232 had lasagna today, my favorite. And then actually Kristen made homemade pizza today that was unbelievably delicious. I don't know what she does to it. I still can't figure it out. And then I used to think that lasagna was my favorite thing until I realized I've had 10 times more pizza in my life than I've had lasagna. So I guess that's the story. And then Cruising on the High Seas and Travel is up on the screen. This is Rob, and he's a fellow Canadian. He's actually only a couple hours away from me, so I recognize most of what I see in all of his latest videos. He brings us travel when he can, but he also has brought us a lot of food reviews from either takeout food places or different restaurants, especially things that they feature. And he's inspired me even to go and like try some of this. So Cruising on the High Seas and Travel is posting frequently. He's got a premiere coming up tonight as well, so another hour from now, right before we finish Tuber Chat, so we know there'll be fresh content on his channel right after. Shorts over here have gotten into 1,800 views, 2,400 views, which is great to see. And then Cruising on the High Seas and Travel, most of these just feature Rob himself, which is great, and then live streams on the channel. This creator gets involved with a lot of other channels and does a lot of collaborating, so much so that he was also part of that live stream I talked about from about a month ago with PK Adventure Travels and a few other creators where we all got together. I haven't done a lot of panels lately, so I was happy to do that one, but there was about 10 channels worth of creators all together there. Oh, and then Michael's Adventure says your baked spaghetti would be my favorite thing. It's interesting that you say that. Now, Michael's Adventures always has mentioned the idea, like he seems to be a fantastic cook. One of these days I'll get, hopefully, to Kentucky and visit, but we'll see. But Kristen said to me the other day about pasta. She made a like pasta bake kind of thing. She said that pasta is... it tastes better when it's baked, which is interesting to me. I don't even know how to bake it. I can cook to save my life, but I don't do anything spectacular. Lasagna I've made many times, but I don't do a lot of things like that. Not creative things. Everything I do is very plain. It's good, but it's plain. It's exactly what it should be. It's not special, right? But yeah, you guys can let me know. Actually, let's find out right now. We'll start a poll. Pasta baked or boiled? And then if you guys have some other idea, like barbecuing it or frying it or some other ridiculous thing that I can't imagine, then you can let me know. Otherwise, as far as I've ever had pasta, I think it's either baked or boiled, right? So there you go. And then, please send cookies, says the Moose Barbecue and Outdoor Adventures. Hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. We're looking at Cruising on the High Seas and Travel. It's time for me to spin the wheel and see what's happening next. I took my honey. Michael's had me on local honey for as long as I can remember now. It must be a couple of years by now. And yeah, I didn't have it earlier today. But it helps, it's part of helping they keep the voice going. I know people must wonder, how can this guy talk for 3 hours nonstop? The only way is because we started adding those breaks in that give my voice a rest for a while. That's what we can go for 3 hours. But, yeah, I'm kidding around. But with things like, I often have coffee with honey in it. I drink coffee. I don't drink a lot of coffee. I'm trying to switch to coffee from other horrible Monster energy drinks that I shouldn't have. And I just can't seem to want to do it for more than 5 minutes. But I'll have black coffee with honey in it. And that will be something to keep the voice going. Oh, I see, Kristen Walton. See, I don't know. I don't even know. Boil and then bake. I see. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, not that I knew. One of these days. Kristen shows me how to cook things, and then I say I'm going to pay attention and help, and then I don't pay as much attention and help as much as I think I'm going to, and then she's got to do it again. But everything she cooks tastes like it comes from a restaurant, literally. Got to keep hydrated as well is a great idea. History Hunter Down Under. Actually, Just Jason Keto in the chat got me into a electrolyte supplement idea. I think that's how you put that, where it's called LMNT. I'll put it in the chat. You can go to Jason's channel and see. He talks about it. But I have been using that for a long time to stay hydrated. So what I do while I'm working, I try not to eat or drink too much in the day, or at least not early in the day. And then when I'm home at night, I try to drink 1.5 liters of water with the electrolyte powder. And it's too strong for me if I put it in just a simple bottle of water. And let's see what everybody has to say. Oh, everybody likes baked pasta. My goodness. Yeah, wow. It's my favorite kind of food, and I didn't even know all of this before. So, oh, Jason, are you serious? Pardon me, I'm going to yell through the house. Kristen, do you see that? Oh, that makes me so happy, because I had to order Element from the States. And what was it, like $240 or something? We're in Canada, so you know it's probably works out to about 170, 180 American. My math could be off, but to get like 4 months of this stuff, and that's a handful of money in my opinion when you're talking about water. But it's the health benefit, right? I won't drink water. I just don't drink enough water when it's plain. I always drink this flavored stuff and Gatorades and every excuse not to have it. But the Element helps me, because then I like drinking it. And it helps me go through 1.5 liters of water in no time. I literally drink, like, I'll show you the bottle. I keep it with me. I keep it right beside me. Kristen got me a bunch of stuff when I got that new job. I know you can't see it well because of the light and whatever. I don't know why I turned the light off. Pardon me for 1 second. I don't know if that's going to be very helpful, but I tried to put the light a little bit better in the room. And then you see that this water bottle, you can't tell that it's got like its markers for how many liters. We're in Canada, so of course it's going to be milliliters and liters, but ounces or quarts or whatever it's going to be. And it's really cool, because then when you get your mix, like I mix my water right up to here. I don't want it here because then it's too diluted, and I don't want it down here because then it's too salty, but that's kind of a cool idea. And then, yeah, I know, don't write it down, says Michael's Adventures, because he knows that I write notes on pen and paper, and then I don't look at it. I'll forget all about it. And then, yeah, so pardon me, Just Jason Keto has a lot of information on his channel. He's talked about Element a few times. But yeah, I've liked it. And then History Hunter Down Under we're going to talk about. For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. And then History Hunter Down Under. This is a channel I'm still getting to know. They've just started coming into the Tuber Chat family, but they've got 1,200 subscribers already. They're monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including Super Chats and memberships when we get there. My dear goodness, some of their videos are quite lengthy here, 2 hours. Pardon me. I'm just going to grab one of the videos here. I got to learn about this channel. One of the things I like about putting channels on the screen here in Tuber Chat is that over time I get to know the channels, and over weeks and months by hanging out in live streams and premieres and watching videos, I get to know the content as well. So I think I'm just going to take this video. This one's from almost a year ago, but I'm going to put that in my catch-up list. That just gives me another piece of content to watch. And then I see that they've got shorts on the channel as well, and there seems to be quite a bit of variety, a lot of outdoor footage here, getting into 1,600, 3,100 views on one of these, which is great, and then live streams on the channel as well. And up to about a month ago, they're doing these. So they do these occasionally. We'll see if they're going to continue. I'm sure that they will, and we've got notification bells on for every single channel. That's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other. Mr. Fulton Mraz. Oh, I thought I came in on that. I thought I just came in on your live stream when you were interviewing that creator. I thought it was a day or two ago. I thought I was there. Or on the weekend. Pardon me, Mr. Fulton Mraz. I'm uncertain. Mr. Fulton Mraz has been with me for about 6 years. I've been on his channel too. He does a lot of interviews and a lot of product reviews as well. I thought I saw that on the weekend. I thought I was there. And then I've got Mr. Fulton Mraz on the wheel. He happens to be a member. We always put members and moderators on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat, and it's time to spin. If you'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Oh, Katie's Kitchen is coming up. Now, this is a popular name for a channel. So if I type in Katie's in the Kitchen, all one word like a handle, then it comes up right away. I just happen to know that from doing the community posts for so long. So I'm going to put that in the chat, and everybody can get to them easily. And Katie's Kitchen is another longtime friend as well, and they have got some food bank grocery hauls. We've seen those before. Some cooking videos as well. We see that. They break out my favorite appliance, the crock pot. Jason's got an Instant Pot on his channel. I haven't tried one yet, and like here, they got a pressure cooker. I haven't tried that ever. I know the Instant Pot apparently does all of this and more, not to mention air fryer and everything else. Things are really changing. So Katie's Kitchen as well has got shorts on the channel, and one of these has got 6,700 views, one at 8,300, which is great to see. You can see they've got a sprained ankle pizza is interesting. No pineapple on that pizza, unfortunately. And then live streams on the channel as well. So this creator might do a StreamYard panel type idea or bring us some video gameplay. And hopefully everybody will connect with Katie's Kitchen. We'd love to push them a little bit closer. They're getting close to 500 subscribers. Thank you, I am Betty J. Gather. She's a beloved and dedicated moderator. And look at that, the luck. Maybe that's the trick, eh? Is say you're about to say goodnight, and then the wheel chooses you. We'll look at her channel right now. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other that thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Yeah, no, I'm not part Italian at all. Actually, I did a 23andMe thing a long time ago. I was adopted, so I really had no idea. And I thought I was Polish or Ukrainian because my face tends to look like, let's say, Polish. I've had Ukrainian people walk up to me thinking I'm Ukrainian. I've had Polish people walk up and just start talking Polish. But it turns out I'm just British, 95%, with maybe a little bit of Irish there. So not as interesting a story as I thought there might be. But yeah, no Italian. I've worked with a lot of Italian people. Toronto, as apparently one of the most multicultural cities, if not the most multicultural city on the planet. And that's where I grew up. So friends of all kinds there. But I also spent some time in New York in 1996, I worked on a cruise ship for a summer, and 90% of the people on the cruise ship are from New York or New Jersey, and I seemed to pick up a couple of speech habits while I was there for the summer, and that sometimes makes me think that that might sound a little bit different. I don't know how ridiculous it is. It sounds what I'm saying, but it seems to be that way. I am Betty J. Gathers is up on the screen, another beloved and dedicated moderator. And this creator actually came in around the same time as what I talk about with Michael's Adventures, Two Pineapples, Hilda DC, Mod 6510 Models. There was this real growth spurt that happened for this channel, Tuberchat, that summer when we started. We started streaming in April, and then over that summer, things really started to pick up. A lot of these creators came in and were incredibly supportive, even to this day. Even after 800 episodes of Tuberchat, they're still coming around to support other people as often as they can. I Am Betty J. Gathers is literally responsible for us gaining hundreds of thumbs up on this channel because of her energetic and friendly reminders. That's one of the things that we talk about in an interview series that she did on her channel. It was inspired by Crystal Sparkle, and I Am Betty J. Gathers did a handful of these interviews, and we got to talk for about an hour and a half about our friendship, about YouTube, about moderators, about Tuberchat. And I was really thankful for this because Betty and I have had a friendship for many years. We've talked outside of YouTube a few times, but this is where I really get to slow down and give real opinion about a lot of stuff instead of racing through every subject like we do here in these live streams. But I Am Betty J. Gathers has been with us all this time, and in her latest video, she brought us a lot of vlogging. So she gives us a look into her life, living her best life over 60. This creator will also talk about healthy eating, healthy living. She's always smiling and having a good time. She's always motivating and inspiring. She brings us into her home. She takes us outdoors. She takes us on the road. This creator as well will talk about things like intermittent fasting. They do a lot of live streaming, and I've caught them many times for that, sometimes with a guest, sometimes just keeping up with Betty, and she does a great job of keeping up with the chat. And then shorts on this channel are an interesting story because she's almost doing shorts daily. She's done well over 300 and probably 400, maybe even 500. I'm not even certain about how many she's done here. Look at this, 1,200 videos on the channel, so probably much more than I'm thinking. But some of these, featuring the creator herself, have gotten into 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10,000 views, which is great to see. And then a couple more at 13,000 and 15,000. And then live streams, like I mentioned. A lot of interviews here, but sometimes it's just Betty. We'll see what she's going to come up with some new content likely coming up soon. And then, oh yeah, the flag. I don't have my flag out right now. I put mine away when I packed up my office, and I didn't bring it back out. And I should have. It was the most important thing. I always wanted to let everybody know. The first thing I did when I got the desk that I have, which is where the camera that I'm looking at is mounted underneath. That's why you see the door from my cupboard here. And I had a Canadian flag in the middle of my my office when I had it looking like that. You see it behind me there. And you see it in those clips that I play, my pre-recorded stuff. I'll do one in another second here. But yeah, all of our moderators got those last year so that we all have the same thing. Let's spin the wheel and see who's coming up next. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention Tuberchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. I think I let a cricket into the house or apartment here because there's this clicking noise I hear. It starts clicking and then it stops, and it sounds like it's getting closer today than it was yesterday. I always have the window open because I always want the breeze, but I might have let somebody in. The Moose Barbecue and Outdoor Adventures is here, and don't worry about it because the cats will probably get it at some point. Kristen Welton is making me laugh. I missed that for a second there. That's my love, of course. We're together in Niagara Falls here. This is who I'm talking about when I'm saying everything she cooks tastes like it comes from a restaurant and everything. And yeah, we got a long story, actually, about our history together and everything else. I think we talked about that in one of the live streams we did on either her channel or mine. And then there you go. Yeah, Timmy the Racing Channel, the glorious Canadian flag. My first question whenever like anything political comes up and people are screaming about nonsense and everything else, I'm like, oh, but I don't see a Canadian flag there. And that's only because I'm in Canada. If I'm in the States, I'm happy to see an American flag. I'm always happy to see anybody patriotic. Demoose Barbecue and Outdoor Adventures. We're going to see what they're going to do on their channel. They got their first video here. They put this up a few days ago. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. That will give me a chance to run that. And we'll see what they've done there. But we got notification bells on for every single channel. And then I'll be happy to see what they're going to come up with. And then hopefully they'll let us know on their About section as well. That's pretty easy to update as a recommendation for everybody. I usually don't tell anybody what they should or shouldn't do on their channel, but it can be great benefit for everybody. Some people will actually go to your homepage and read to find out what your channel's about. If you have the ability to share this stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get a few more people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. And then Jesse Journals and Unboxes is here. This is another beloved and dedicated moderator. And we're going to talk about her content in a moment. Just looking for something. Oh, I see. Okay, so I want to show everybody something for a second. Then we're going to talk about Jesse Journals and Unboxes. Crafty Witch 232 set up their live stream. I'm getting the feeling we're actually going to end early here in Tuber Chat. We usually don't, but we mix up our days and times all the time. Today's a little bit more calm and collected than usual. Oh, and that's great. Tim Mitchell says Demoose is one of their supporters. They've been at it for years, but now they're going to start making content, which is great. So I just want to show everybody how to do something here. So Crafty Witch 232, what we can do is take the URL out of the address bar here, or get the link in any way at all for what's coming up. And then what we're going to do is go to our own channel, and this is when we're going to live redirect into somebody else's premiere or live stream. And then when I get into my content and I go over to the live stream that's running right now, I can go on the edit section here and go to customization. And you see there's a few things here, and at the bottom of the page, I'm going to be able to put that URL into the redirect area. Now it's going to ask you for your own videos first, in case you want to raid into your own premiere or your own live stream. And then otherwise, you click over here, there's a lot of things that are already on. Or you can just paste in the URL for what you were looking for, click it, and then it's ready to go. What this does, we say the word raid because it comes from Twitch. It's a popular thing to do, but it's actually live redirect on YouTube. That's the term. What it means is anybody who has their autoplay on, meaning that they have their autoplay when they're watching YouTube videos, will automatically be sent in to the next thing. So it's a generous thing we can do because we're giving another creator a head start. I find that anywhere from a quarter to a third, sometimes even a half of the people who are left in a live stream or premiere go into the next one. So that's great because, you know, if you got 20 or 30 people, you could send over 10 or 15, which is fantastic. So Jesse Journals and Unboxes is up on the screen. Palazzo Place has been added to the wheel. Vintage Style by Joe is going to be added right now. And I'm going to try to move a little bit faster through channels. Jesse Journals and Unboxes is working on 2,600 subscribers, and she's been with us for about 5 years as well. This is another creator who is a beloved and dedicated moderator here. And through her unboxing videos over the years, she's unboxed just about anything that you can. Bath and beauty products, jewelry, stationery, crafting, journaling supplies, all sorts of different stuff, snacks even. And lately, she did a name change a few months ago, Jessie Journals and Unboxes, because now she's focusing a lot more on the things that she's making through the unboxing videos. And what I mean is journals, collages. She does a lot of collaborating with other people as well. She's got some Happy Mail videos on her channel, lots of shout outs for other creators. The thing about Jessie Journals and Unboxes is her support for all of us over the years has increased. And that's a really tough thing when we're following more and more channels. We all know what that's like. But this creator also posts weekly, sometimes more than once a week, but usually every Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern. They drop a premiere. And then they're going to bring us either an unboxing video or show us some of the things they've been creating. And a lot of these, like I said, are collaborations as well. Usually with themes. Also, when we talk about unboxing videos, sometimes she does a haul. Sometimes it's a subscription service. We've all seen some of those mystery boxes. They have them for just about every single thing now. Here's the shorts on the channel. This is where she features a lot of the things that she finds in the unboxing video. She's got washi tape here, bath and beauty products here. She's got snacks and stationery and more crafting supplies and all kinds of different stuff. Then live streams on the channel as well. So she goes live occasionally, but she's another creator, like I mentioned before, that can go whenever she wants, and she'll have a flood of support because of how much she does for other people, and she's here for just about every Tuber Chat live stream, for which I'm grateful as well. R&W Farmstead, Tony Walsh, good to see you in the house. I'm just spinning the wheel. And then Nancy Perrin Ministries is coming up. I think what we're going to do, I'll cut the break shorter, but I just need one more for right now. We'll just rest the voice for a second here, grab a drink if we need to, but let's go for 3.5 minutes and we'll come right back. Alright, we're just about back, and pardon me for that. We are looking at Nancy Perrin Ministries. This creator's actually got a couple of different channels. And then, Timmy the Racing channel's making me laugh. Nancy Perrin Ministries is going to bring a spiritual inspiration. This creator actually has a new video here. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. That's that playlist I keep talking about. And you get an idea through her about section what she's going to bring. And then she's got shorts on the channel as well. And these have now gotten into 700 views. And then one of them at 1,300, which is great to see. And then live streams on the channel as well. I've caught her several times for live streams. Must have been on the other channel that I caught you not too long ago. We'll see in a second because I'll put it up in a moment. Jeremy D-Day, good to see you in the house. And he's another friend that's been with me for about 6 years, before Tuber Chat was even a thought, as a matter of fact. And then the Perrin Family USA is coming up. This is another channel from the same creator. Family oriented over here, of course. You get more information on their about section here, and I see they got a new video on this channel also. I'll put that into my catch-up list here. They're working on 1,200 subscribers. We'd love to push them towards that milestone. Shorts over here have gotten into 1,600 and 1,700 views, which is great, and then live streams on the channel as well. So this is the one. I thought I caught you for a live stream the other day. Mr. Fulton Mraz is still here. I've still got them on the wheel as well. Yeah, the Perrin Family USA, I can't remember for the life of me. I'm assuming she's still in the chat, but one of her channels, I thought I caught a live stream like last week or just days ago. Maybe I'm mistaken, or maybe it was one that she removed, but we've got notification bells on for every single channel. That's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other. And then Vintage Style by Joe is coming up. We'll see what they've got going on.
For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like.
So Vintage Style by Joe has an interesting thing going on her channel, because we got a lot of friends that do a lot of sewing, a lot of creators that do a lot of different types of crafting or creativity, and all the things that we can get into when we're sewing. I say we, but I mean the creators that are doing it. I haven't done nearly enough sewing in my life, just the smallest amount. But this creator is bringing a lot of interesting ideas together, usually with scraps of fabrics and materials, and they've really come up with some unique ideas. One of the things they're doing right now, look at this, they're already working on Christmas content. They're already working on fall colors, like autumn style content here. And a lot of what they're doing is evergreen anyway. I'm just going to grab the latest video that they've got here. I think what I like the most is the fact that they're making things that are extremely vibrant and colorful, which is great, because somebody like myself is too surrounded by monochrome and, you know, grays and blues and typical things. So I always am fascinated and impressed with a lot of people who are bringing creativity in that way and can make things look good. Obviously, I'm creative in other ways. I can do anything with a computer, basically, and this and that. But when it comes to this kind of creativity, I'm always fascinated by things that I either can't do or don't do, and things that people become very talented at. But you get an idea of some of the things they're doing here, getting into 2,500, 2,600 views and live streams. I've been lucky enough to catch Vintage Style by Joe a few times live streaming. I didn't realize it was already a month, but they've got another one coming up, and this is a special live stream. So they've got a live auction to benefit animal rescues, and that will be on Friday. So I'm going to try to make sure I'm there. I have a feeling that I've got a bit of an easy day when it comes to work this week. I got a new full-time job many months ago, but Fridays are usually a little more lax than the rest of the week. So I should be able to be in there, but I've literally got it marked on my calendar as well. So Vintage Style by Joe, working on 2,600 subscribers now and monetized. Lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there.
If you'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course.
Rocky Top Sports Talk. I thought I connected with this channel. Did I? Oh, this is not the right one. That's why. Pardon me. There's more than one Rocky Top Sports Talk. Pardon me. Here it is right here. So this creator, I'm going to put their handle in the chat. Gosh, I can't even speak now. I'm going to put this handle in the chat so everybody can find them easily. This is Rocky Top Scratcher with a brand new channel. So they got 39 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them towards their first 100. Obviously, it's an important and exciting milestone in everybody's YouTube journey. Shorts over here have gotten into a couple hundred views on this one, working on 300, and then this one over 500, which is great to see. It looks like it's a promo for the premiere that they dropped a couple of days ago. And then Rocky Top Scratcher, we're going to have a look at. I mentioned it earlier, but lottery ticket scratching is a huge category and genre on YouTube, larger than I would have thought before we started the Tuber Chat channel. But we've got this even group within the Tuber Chat family that does lottery ticket scratching. Some creators have channels. Some other creators just do some lottery ticket scratching on their channels. But there's a lot of generous creators behind these, and a lot of this lottery ticket scratching can be very fast-paced and high energy, as you can imagine. So Rocky Top Scratcher's working on 500 subscribers on this channel. They got some shorts over here as well. These have gotten into 1,200, 2,400, even 3,000 views on one, and then live streams on the channel as well. So they've done a few different things here, including a StreamYard panel. See what they're going to continue with. We got notification bells on for every single channel. And then Crafty Witch 232, if you want to start anytime if you can. I know it's quite early, and then we'll raid over there. I will appreciate it if you're able to. And we'll probably go for a few more minutes here. And I'll leave this live stream running for an extra 3.5 minutes like I always do, so everybody can clean up their connections here. But Crafty Witch 232 is another creator, like most here in the Tuber Chat family, that will allow and encourage everyone to connect with each other the same way we do here while we're in their live stream. Mr. Fulton Miraz is up on the screen right now. This is a friend that I've had for over 6 years. He's been with me since long before Tuber Chat was even a thought, actually, as a channel. I'll drop the link for Crafty Witch 232 there, and I'll pin it so everybody can get there easily. Mr. Fulton Miraz does a lot of interviews on their channel. I thought I caught your live stream the other day. Didn't I catch your live stream, or am I mistaken? A month ago. Yeah, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I missed this one. I must have been mistaken. Maybe I caught it afterwards. Maybe I saw it come up as a notification. But there it is. They had a special guest for an interview, and Mr. Fulton Miraz gets involved in a lot of tryouts for a lot of these things, like America's Got Talent and things like that. They've done a lot of interviews for other YouTubers on their channel. Like I said, I was on there once before. And then 1,700 views on a couple of these. And then Mr. Fulton Miraz working on 2,100 subscribers. And hopefully everybody will connect with him. Obviously, you can see that's another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter.
If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other that thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone.
So Palazzo Place, actually I forgot. Pardon me, I put them on the wheel. Palazzo Place was the first channel that we looked at today, so we're one channel ahead. They were featured earlier. Palazzo Place is here with us every day. Very enthusiastic. They always have kind things to say, and I'm always happy to see any creator spreading positivity. So hopefully everybody will connect with Palazzo Place, and I feature a different channel every single day just to introduce everybody to loyal and dedicated supporters. Even when we're not live streaming, you can catch that in our thumbnails on our live streams. Jeremy D-Day is up on the screen right now, and like I said, this is a creator who also, as long as Mr. Fulton Mraz has been with me as a friend for probably 6 years. Jeremy D-Day's got 2 different channels. I'll show you the other one in a moment, but even this one's got 1,200 subscribers now, which is great. They are doing a lot of reviews. They got a few shorts. They talk about part of me vlogging here as well. I'm just going to take their latest video, put that into my catch-up list. You get an idea from their thumbnail, some of the things they're doing. There's your Dr. Pepper right there. And then shorts on this channel. I think I Am Betty J. Gather said that Dr. Pepper might have the most caffeine of all the sodas. I don't know, but I thought Mountain Dew was known for that, but I could be wrong. I used to drink this stuff called Jolt Cola. I don't know if they even still make that anymore. But that was like supposed to be, I think, twice as much as Coke or something like that. Bad news. Shouldn't be doing that. And then shorts on this channel have gotten into 15,000, 28,000, 69,000 views. And live streams on the channel as well. So Jeremy D-Day did one just a couple of weeks ago. Hopefully I'll catch you for one of these if you're going to keep those up. And then JD Knight 7 is his original channel. This is where I met Jeremy D-Day, and here you can see he's doing really, really well. A lot more music here. Album reviews, rankings, music, shorts. He's got another video here. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. That's that playlist I say a million times, so that I can keep caught up with creators. And then he's got shorts over here as well, and these have gotten into, wow, 131,000, 372,000, 807,000, which is great to see. All the sugar and twice the caffeine. There you go, Tim Mitchell. I'm not surprised. And then live streams on the channel have gotten into... he did these many years ago. We'll see if he's going to continue those. We got notification bells on for every channel, of course. And Foodie's Vacations is coming up, so we'll see what they've got going on.
If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention Tuberchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around.
So I'm dropping the link there for Crafty Witch 232. She will be on shortly for a live stream. She'll allow us to continue connecting the same way we do here. And I'll come over there with everybody. I'll leave this live stream running for an extra few minutes. But thank you, everybody, for the time that you spent today. I really do appreciate every moment everybody can be here. I know not everybody can stay for 3 hours every time we're on, and I know not everybody can be here 3 times a week, but I do appreciate every moment. And to our friends that run the stream in the background or pop in occasionally, I appreciate that as well. Hopefully everybody here will connect with our moderators. I wouldn't be able to do these streams the way that they are if it wasn't for their help. And all of them have channels. They all allow you to meet more friends when you're visiting them as well. Foodie's Vacations is up on the screen right now, and this is another creator that does a great job of collaborating with others. They have been on countless StreamYard panels that I've caught with other creators. They bring us travel and cruising content. As you can see, obviously a dynamic host as well. They do a lot of live streaming of their own. They've gotten into 2,200, 2,400, 5,000 views on some of their shorts videos here, and then live streams are frequent. So they got one coming up tomorrow. I'm not sure if they're on every day. It's pretty close to it anyway. And then they were part of that fundraising for Helping Hands Cruising the other day that I was talking about on the weekend. And then you could see the full grids of open panels that they get involved in here, which is really, really cool. And hopefully everybody will connect with Foodie's Vacations. They're here with us for just about every stream as well, as a matter of fact. And then working on 1,100 subscribers, and they're monetized. We'd love to push them a little bit closer towards that 1,100, and we can support them in many different ways when we get there. So thank you everybody again for the time that you spent. We'll make a quick exit. We'll let this run for 3.5 minutes, and then I will see everybody over with Crafty Witch 232. Thanks everyone. Bye-bye.
Are you out there grinding, day by day, creating your content, trying to find your way? You're dreaming big, but it's hard to stand. You need a crew who understands the plan. From your first of thousands up to the watch time grind, there's a place where creators come to shine. Join the wave, the movement, the vibe. With Tuber Chat, it's your time to thrive. Are you a small YouTuber looking to connect? Tuber Chat's got your back, come get respect. Grow your channel, get your content seen, with loyalty, badges, and perks so clean. Custom emojis, link drops to get featured and join the crew. Tuber Chat is where you belong. Together we rise, together we're strong. The first 4,000 hours to the rising stars. Tuber Chat takes you far beyond the bars. No more struggling on your own. With the fam around, you're never alone. Exclusive perks for those who believe in the power of connection and what you can achieve. Your channel's your vision, we're here to help it grow. Join Tuber Chat, get in the flow. Are you a small YouTuber looking to connect? Tuber Chat's got your back, come get respect. Grow your channel, get your content seen, with loyalty, badges, and perks so clean. Custom emojis, link drops to get featured and join the crew. Tuber Chat is where you belong. Together we rise, together we're strong. You've got the passion, you've got the drive. With Tuber Chat, your channel will thrive. So hit subscribe, join the team. Let's build each other up, live the dream. Are you a small YouTuber looking to connect? Tuber Chat's got your back, come get respect. Grow your channel, get your content seen, with loyalty, badges, and perks so clean. Custom emojis, link drops to get featured and join the crew. Tuber Chat is where you belong. Together we rise, together we're strong. So join the ride, it's time to shine. With Tuber Chat, success you'll find. Let's grow together, it's what we do. The future's bright when we rise with you.